Welcome to Sense&Rants. I am Mutsumaya Adeola. This is not an episode. This is you getting to know me through the eyes of some of my beautiful, oldest friends, Choma and Ngozi. Ladies, introduce yourselves.
Okay, I can go first. Hi, everyone. My name is Chioma. When she says older, she doesn't mean in age, she just means that I've been a long time.
Hey, God. Let's continue.
But you're old, though. Can we just agree to that?
Don't let us start.
Okay.
As we all know, I am the fresh face of this bunch. So
Yeah.
Moving on.
Give it to you.
How do I know Moturayo? We went to secondary school together. Went to Mayflower together. So I've known her a long time. Years. It's a long time.
Like almost 20 years now. Yeah, 20 years in September.
Whoa, that's mad.
Yeah.
But it's very true.
I don't have any friends.
Like 2002, so almost like 18 years at this point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
18 years. It's been a while. So yeah. And like we were friends then and we were close, but I think we got a lot closer like in 2012, maybe around that time, somewhere there.
Yeah.
Sometime like our friendship has just been blossoming since then. Anyway, it's like really for real. No, it's been great. So anyway, I'll let Ngozi introduce herself.
Okay. Hi everybody. I'm Ngozi. I've known Moturayo for I don't know how many years to be very honest. But all I know was that when she moved to the US, that was when we got closer. When she was in Winnipeg, she was the person that makes my hair. That is a fantastic. She does clothes as well. She's a fantastic writer as well. I mean, that was when I first read her story. But yeah, I've known Moturayo for as long as she has been in the US, which is very long. So, and it's been a good friendship, obviously, a great friendship. She's annoying, but it's a good friendship.
Well, you see, this is how the two of you feel. I said, introduce yourselves. You were telling them about me.
Don't forget we're Nigerians. We're actually Nigerians. Don't answer the questions directly.
Okay, we've said that one. We cannot ourselves. Well, I work in tech, I think. I don't know what to say I am. But I'm actually a trip designer by trade and profession. I am a full-time daydreamer, part-time inventor of the color yellow. I am not wearing it right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm an actor sometimes. Honestly, in general, I do a lot. Is really the summary of all of this. But
Choma equals do the most.
You say what?
So you equal do the most?
Honestly, I am team do the most. So it's like I'm equal parts chill, equal parts do the most. It really depends on the day of the week that you meet me.
Okay. I introduce myself. I actually work in tech. I've been scamming people by working in tech. What do I do? The only thing I think you can actually classify me or you can actually say about me is that I just love music too much. That's the only thing for me. So yeah, that's me.
Yeah, you have good taste in music though. But yeah.
Very good. Let's go on. Yeah?
I didn't know that about you. Look, I'm learning something new.
Let me tell you, if I introduce you to the kind of music I listen to, your life will never
introduce me to
But like our music is like jazz and all those old blackish songs. Yeah, no.
Listen to that one.
Yep. Yeah. So on this episode, like I said, this is you guys getting to know me through the eyes of my friends. If they ask you, Choma and Ngozi, who is my best friend? Who will you say?
This was a trap.
This was
Who is my best friend?
I look at honestly, because I really think, if I'm being honest, I also think like there are seasons, right? Like depending on what's going on in each of our lives, like there are seasons where I feel like maybe you are closer to Ngozi or you're talking to her more, but I don't know that that's necessarily like because me and you are not as close. It's just like a season thing, depending on what's just like happening in everybody's lives. But Honestly, if anybody really asked me, I would say the two of us. That's really my true answer.
Ungo.
I would say the exact same thing. So actually, I do classify Choma as more of your best friend because of how long you guys have been together. Well, friends as friends, not by. I think I used the wrong lingo, but I used the wrong lingo. But you get the drift. Well, anyway, so I think you guys are friends. Well,
Yeah.
I think both of you. She's your best friend. That's what I think, honestly.
Yep. So Choma, Ngozi she introduces you to people as Mutrayo's best friend.
Yeah, that's what I actually
And I
did.
Motoria's like, well, actually, I say Motoria's other best friend, if I'm being honest, because like I
Okay.
know, but the fact, like, I honestly just genuinely like it's like the two of us. I don't think there is any like anybody is more higher up or the other. Like, I really just like I'm like, oh, it's the two of us, period.
Yeah.
And again, as I said, for their seasons where even I recognize that like, in this season. Motoria is like talking to Ngozi more, but again, that's the whole point of having multiple friends or multiple close friends because your one person cannot be your everything. Like everybody has a lot of stuff going on in their life. So if there is just like a season where one person is more available, or just like you're and one person, your schedules are just like more aligned, or you even feel more comfortable talking to one person for whatever reason in that season, that's fine. But for me, it's never been a somebody is more like on higher up or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are my best friends. Yay. What's my favorite color?
Oh, that one is easy.
Okay.
I think it's purple. Like
Oh, yeah.
you have like your little like green and purple thing going on there. So there is that.
Yeah, I actually think it's purple. You're very, very, you're always, purple is for royalty and all that extra stuff. So yeah, that's your color.
I'm not that extra, but yes, purple, green, and
Oh,
sometimes yellow.
okay.
Yep. What's the one food I can eat for the rest of my life?
Because you rice, every single thing. It's terrible.
It's not that bad.
It's very bad though. It's actually bad. Every day you eat rice.
Yeah, but like just because I eat it every day doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it's available.
No. Be honest with yourself.
Well, there's no side effect to eating too much rice, so yeah.
Actually, is you are just saying there actually is.
What's the side effect?
See, I don't. Hey, maybe you're just blessed and like, but you take out rice from your diet for like a week and notice difference in your body. Lack of no bloatedness, none of these things. Like your body will feel better. I'm telling you, you just try.
The reason I will not eat rice for a week, God will not let it happen to me personally.
Okay,
Amen.
can you see exactly what you're saying?
Amen. Let's
You're
move.
confirming everything we just said, but okay.
I'm just saying. What do you guys like about me?
Let me think. This one requires thinking.
Shama, please go ahead. Because I'll cast her here, but go ahead, please.
Is that difficult?
No, that was me joking.
We're joking.
Was it joke? But no, I think like I love how you show up for your friends. Like I think that's the big thing. Like you are very consistent in showing up in honestly in like the most unexpected ways. Like you are a very thoughtful friend and you remember things and you just like show up. I think that's like the biggest thing for me. It's like you're consistent in how you show up. And I've appreciated that consistency over the years. And it's also been a really huge thing for me as well. Like I think because like you've been such a great friend to me and I'm surrounded to have such great friends, like that consistency is so important in how I judge my friendships because I've seen how you demonstrate that and how some other people in my life demonstrate that. And that's really something that I truly appreciate about you.
Yeah. Well, for me, obviously, you're a very good friend. You show up every time. You're not judgmental. Like when you want to be there for someone, you will do anything to be there for someone. If you can take off your clothes for a person just to be sure that they are comfortable, that's you. You show up for your people. You go the extra mile for people. One thing I really appreciate about our friendship is that I get to be my authentic self around you. I don't have to perform. I don't have to be a certain. There's no expectation per se of what I have to be as a friend to you. You just let me be your friend, and that's what I really love about you. So.
Bright fries going up.
Oh, please. I actually see this is why you cannot have nice things sometimes. But as we're still on the nice matter, let me continue. I actually, as Ngozi was talking, I remembered like a couple of things. So even like on the non-judgmental point, like my sister. So I mean, Mutsurayo talks to my sister like all the time. Like honestly, Mutsurayo is calm at this point. Like my siblings, my brother will say, "Auntie me too now." Like it's a certain things that my sister will not talk to me about, but will talk to her about because she feels like Mutura is like not judgmental. I'm like, I guess I'm a bit judgmental, whatever. I don't really care. But anyway, my point is just like, I'm like, as long as you have somebody that you can talk to about that, that's fine. But like that level of comfort, clearly my siblings don't feel that way with a lot of my friends. And then the other thing that when you mentioned about kind of like even like giving off the cloak of your back, like a couple of years ago, I was in Nigeria, and I don't even know if Motora remembers this, but for whatever reasons, like I ended up like low-key almost being stranded, some money matters, like, and it was like in the middle of election, and I just didn't have quick access to all the money that I needed. And like I called Moturayo, I was like, I need you to like send me money. I will pay you back when I get back to the US, blah, blah, blah. Like before we knew, she had already sent it. And then by the time I came back, like she never even collected the money back. Like I was like, here's your money. And she's like, no.
I want to. Can I have the money now?
Please. Yeah. And also, sorry, I just wanted to interject and add this. I also, like, part of our family, yes, Motorola knows. I mean, they might not know who Motorola is, but I know my dad is always asking about that soldier in the US. That's what my dad is like, about your soldier in the US. And I'm like, oh, daddy, she's fine. She's actually fine. So, yes. Motorola is very involved in everything that concerns everyone, like, even to the last bit. She's that concerned and that involved in our lives. So that's what I really love about, or we really love about.
I mean, I have the key to my mother's house. So quite frankly, I really
that's involved. She's that involved.
But Choma, can we actually also clarify that I got the keys to the house before you got yours? So
please stop this rubbish. You happen to be on the East Coast. So what? And I live in California. I beg.
But the fact shall remain, I got keys to your mother's house before you did, bam. So, moving on. What don't you like about me? What do you hate about me?
You really want us to answer this?
You can't answer in public.
Huh?
No, we can't. Okay, I can just say the only thing I cannot. The only thing I'm just saying is that Motorola is the definition of coconut head. That's all. If you're looking for someone that is very stubborn, that's Motorola, and that I
I'm not
wouldn't
even that stubborn though.
Okay, if you say so.
You are stubborn, no, but you are stubborn. But you think you're not stubborn, that's your own.
I don't think I'm stubborn.
That's it, honestly.
I don't think what is that like. I mean, you are clearly a very independent person, and that's great. But in friendship, sometimes that's like challenging because you kind of keep a lot of things to the vest sometimes. Which, yeah, she's like, well, the way that you show up for other people. Like, we want to show up for you, but then we're like, we don't even know what is happening. I mean, there have been times where Ngozi, even before Ngozi and I knew each other like this, right? Like, before we were even proper friends. I remember one time Ngozi probably, like, messaged me on Facebook. Then I don't even think we were even Facebook friends. Like, have you heard from Moturayo? Because clearly nobody has been able to find her.
Yeah.
And so, like, that part is... Yeah, I think, like, it's gotten better, of course, but you can do better. You can improve.
Well, we'll work on in 2021. I mean, we're not going anywhere 2021, so all we can do is self-improve.
Not over though, but that's fine. You can start now.
What is today's date?
The 19th of December. I know.
Exactly. What's your favorite memory of me, if you have one?
Wow.
What's right? There are a lot of memories now.
I mean, just choose one.
Okay, can I go first, actually, on this one? I think I've had many memories of you. Like we talk about the most insane things.
Yeah.
So I can't really pinpoint one thing. But however, one big or one important memory that I hold close to my heart is the one that actually involves Chioma and Coin, which was 2018. Yes, that was actually very beautiful. I feel like think about that every time. I hope we'll be creative very soon. But it was good getting to know Muturayo's other friends, like other
Yeah.
close friends. We got to, I think one other thing to Muturayo at that time we were at base, but myself, your Choma and Coin, we went to a restaurant and we actually started talking about some very deep things. And I realized that all of us kind of like opened up and we were vulnerable. So one thing by extension is that you brought great people to my life. That's one thing. And then one other memory that I cannot obviously share in public, but we all shared in 2018. It was a very deep moment, but I think for me, I think there are fun memories, but the very vulnerable ones or the most vulnerable one was that 20. I don't know, Chama, if you can remember what the memory in question I'm talking about.
Yeah, remember. And
Yeah,
then to
so
cap
yeah,
on all the memories,
yes,
now and eating rice, dirty rice with our hands. Like I
yes,
remember
I
this.
got the fact.
I remember. I remember everything was experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was great. That was a good one. And I mean, this is a hard one because clearly a lot of memories over the years. A lot, a lot, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But one that always sticks out in my mind because if I'm even kind of like, if I think about, honestly, I think about the defining point of our friendship. Like for some reason, I have this memory of us in, I don't even remember what class we were, but I remember us like not going to night prep or assembly, evening assembly, and sitting on the veranda of G3 down.
G3, yes!
I think we're eating soaked Indomie together, and we're just like, yeah.
Oh Lord,
And I just have this.
but now,
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I remember that night, just like sitting. And again, to Ngozi's point, like honestly, I can't remember the conversation we're even having then. Like it was like this deep, like very vulnerable moment type of conversation. But I just like hold that memory, like that. That when I think about the defining point of our friendship, for some reason I go back to that moment of us sitting on just the veranda eating Indomie.
Yep, I think it's because we talked about like the future. I think we went, I was it SS2, SS3. We're talking
Remember
about,
what happened.
yeah, we were talking about like, like college and life after college and like what we're going to do with our art, how we're going to make film or like tell stories. Yeah, yeah, I really remember. That was a good day. But look at us now though. We're not making films yet, but we're on our way.
We're
We're
working on it.
yeah, we're on our way. Describe me using 3 words.
Hmm. You're going to do a dance where we think.
Oh,
Um, that's what we're doing. Ngozi, you go first. I feel like I've been answering first all the time.
okay. So I would say independent, loyal, and kind-hearted.
ah, okay.
That's it for
Yeah.
me.
Um, yeah, I agree with all of those. I will say hardworking. I think you're super hardworking. Um, driven.
Mhm.
Um, and consistent.
Huh.
Yeah. What's right? What were
Driven
you
though.
said? What we said? She said driven. Yeah, you're driven.
Huh. I don't know. I
You are
think
very driven. Like,
You're driven.
I don't think you're still very clearly in that one. You are super
You're
driven
super driven.
in so many ways.
hmm, that's I don't think that's a word I would use to describe myself. But
Oh.
Yeah, because you downplay a lot of things that you do, and I look at you and I'm just like, I don't think you give yourself a lot of credit.
Credit,
So
yeah.
that's a conversation. But yeah,
thank you. Now I know. What do you think my greatest fear is?
huh? No,
I can
but I
vote
guess
for
I don't really
that
know this
one.
one. You go first, but I feel like we might be thinking the same thing. But you go first.
Okay. I think your greatest fear is not fulfilling your destiny as a writer in particular, because you are very, very, very passionate about telling stories. And you know that even if you're successful in any other thing, if you do not eventually become a writer and tell your stories for people to hear and learn and see themselves in, you will feel like you've failed your most important mission. That's what I think your greatest fear is.
We were thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's exactly like, that's exactly
Yeah, that is my greatest fear.
yeah, that's exactly what I had
Yeah.
too.
Not making films, not telling the stories that I want to tell the way I think they should be told. Not telling the stories of children, of women, of women in Nigeria, of women in Africa, of Black women as in general. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my greatest fear. When are you most proud of me?
Like a particular moment in the past or in
Yeah,
general?
just let's do both in the past and in general.
Okay.
Oh, boy. You want us to be complimenting you, Ko?
Before,
Yes,
this is
you
my
know, I've noticed that. I've
this
actually
is
really
my
noticed
channel, okay?
it.
This is my channel. You guys,
Okay.
when you get your channels, invite me. I'll come and say nice stuff about you, but nice stuff about you. But go ahead, bring them.
Mm.
Man. Ah. I don't know if we can talk about it. Like the one in the past that I'm thinking about is like also related to this whole 2018 experience that we talked about, right?
Yes.
Like, yeah, and so like
Okay,
I don't,
it's
yeah,
okay.
they'll
You
just
can
have,
you can talk about it. I would at some point have to share it anyways, or yeah. But go ahead, talk
yeah,
about it.
I kind of remember that. Like, okay, so the summary of this, like, we had all come in for what was supposed to be your graduation from this like military. Sorry, there are many levels to it, so I don't always get the term right, but it was something related to the military and we were graduating. And so we had all flown in from our different places. But you kind of already knew leading up to that you weren't going to be graduating, and but we're already there. But like you still had to be involved that weekend. And just how you took everything in stride. Like, even though you were, of course, going through a lot internally and it was very emotional, and like we all dealt with that with you as a group, but you still like showed up for all the things that you needed to show up for. And even though at that moment you're like, I don't even know if I want to continue down this path, the courage that you showed to pick yourself up and like deal with all the emotions that you were dealing with, face those emotions, but still show up and be like, okay, like I'm still gonna try, I'm still gonna go on this and eventually like be successful at it. Like you definitely came out stronger on the other side of that, and that was amazing. But like I remember that moment specifically because I mean, I don't know if I could have done it. Like the way that you showed up that weekend still and doing all the things that you needed to, where other people were graduating and you were supposed to be there. Like I don't know if I could have done it, but like I look at that moment for you and I'm like, wow, like this, like so proud, so inspirational. Like one more of those moments that I kind of remember a lot.
Yeah. I think we've done the training for 18 months and it was like the last 2 weeks to the graduation. So I'd planned a lot of everything that we're going to do. Me not showing up for them just means, I mean, it would have gotten done anyways, but I wanted to complete what I started with them. So yeah, it was difficult, but also having you guys there was it made it easier for sure. And of course, I still look back to that time and I get emotional, but like just having you guys present, like you guys, you would never understand what you guys helped me. Like your strength, your presence was a strength I used to carry through those times. So yeah.
Yeah, I think Choma just basically said everything I wanted to say. You displayed the kind of strength that I know as a person I wouldn't have been able to. I would have just fallen on the ground. I've been wailing, why me, Lord? But you did it, honestly. You
But I
actually did. And
did.
then you conquered the next year. You also, unfortunately, we couldn't have been able to do the same, like come over and
Mm.
celebrate you. But then still, there are so many times where I've been proud of you. Sometimes even as little as you picking up yourself after you've been down and telling yourself, you know what, I can do it regardless. Those times also inspire me to be my better self. You are okay. Another thing too is that your confidence inspires me. Your confidence.
Hold on. Where's the confidence?
You're confident. You're very confident, Mutarayo. You're confident. I'm like honestly, yourself and Shoma, the way you guys are very confident, it actually makes me, inspires me. For real. I'm not joking. Okay.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Well, I mean,
I
I'm
know
very
I don't say
in
stuff
this.
enough, but I watch you guys and you guys really inspire me for real. So yeah. But yes, Mutarayo, even you completing a script and sending it to me and I read it and I'm like, you know what, the fact that you also like you're a good writer, let's leave it for now, but you're actually a great writer, and when you complete a script, I'm just proud of you and your work
Thank
and your
you.
part
Yeah.
and everything.
And can we
Yeah.
also, she's not just she's a great actor. Like I feel like we forget that sometimes.
You know what?
And I'm just
That's
like,
something.
honestly, like, like killing it on multiple fronts. Like
Mhm.
It's
Thank
great.
you. Yeah. On that confidence though, I feel like my confidence is learned. Like I've not always been a confident person. And so I still sometimes I still doubt myself, but the times I pretend and just like learn to sit up straight, people
Mhm.
cannot I mean I feel like when I show up and I'm not timid, even if I'm scared, I try to like at least stand straight, present myself well. So you're not seeing that part of me that is literally shaking in my boots. So my confidence is for sure not something that I had or it's learned and I'm still learning it. So when you said I'm confident, I wasn't always confident. But
Mhm.
yeah.
Wait, your confidence inspires me. Yourself and Choma. The end.
Flips A.
Yeah.
Oh, this one is interesting. I feel like you already answered it, but I will still ask anyways. What's my dream job?
Script writing, directing, all of it.
Yeah, filmmaking. Yep. Yep.
I'll make it. Yeah.
Yeah. What's one pain in me you wish you could take away?
Tomorrow.
Huh.
What kind of wahala is this for heaven's sake?
Oh, right. I mean, hmm.
Should I tell you
You know
guys
what?
yours? Should I tell you what
No,
the
no, don't tell us. I'll actually go first. I'll
No,
go
no,
ahead.
like I want to tell you the pains I want to take away from you guys. Like if I had the chance.
Wait,
Let
wait,
us
wait,
answer
wait.
first
It's
and then
not
you can
about
tell.
us. No, please. Just wait.
I actually want to hear, to be honest, but let's answer first.
Okay.
Okay, so for me, one thing I would take away from you is I would say I'll reduce your stubbornness all the way like down because
That's not the pain
I
though.
think
My stubbornness
no
is
no no no
What's the answer? You cannot direct
no
the answer.
no because you are stubborn, right? Or you're too stubborn. That's the word. Because you're too stubborn, you do not. And Chama has already mentioned it. You do not allow people to be there for you. You want to take on every other person's wahala, but you do not want people to take on your wahala. That is a big issue for me. I've said it so many times. That is a problem for me. So, however, I will reduce it like this. So, yeah, you said you wanted us to drag you, so here we
I did
are.
not say it's
Shoma,
come
you
and
can
drag me.
proceed. No.
I did
I've
not say
I've
it's
done my
come and
part.
drag
Shoma,
me.
please proceed.
I mean, for me, I think there are actually two things that come to mind on a very serious note. So the first one would be, I think we've kind of talked about that, like just kind of a lot of disappointment around career progression and stuff. Like, I think that's the main one. And then the second will be just like childhood stuff. Like, we never really talk about this, but I know that it's there and it's like come up in some ways. And I just like wish that it didn't exist for you as a thing. So, yeah.
Yeah. Childhood for sure. I'm not stubborn and go. But yeah, career for sure, yeah. I know there are
You know
times.
what? I have a
Mhm.
question. Sorry, just one question. Shoma, honestly, do you think Motoria is stubborn?
Of course, I
No,
mean, I think I agree with you. Like, I agree.
that'll be all.
You
Okay,
know the you
Motoria,
know
you
the
can.
good thing about this is like this is my channel and I can actually edit this part out.
You've
So
said that so many
Either
times,
you
but you
cut
cut
it.
on. Okay.
heard it. It doesn't take the fact that we believe it and we've told you and you've heard it. You can remove it if you wish.
I'm still removing it. So, what's one thing you wish people knew about me? Like, what's that people don't always know when they see me or when they meet me for the first time?
That you're very sappy.
um. Oh, that's true.
Yeah, she's actually really sappy.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Like that doesn't really come across. I was going to say that she's also quite goofy. I don't know
Yeah.
if that comes across a lot of people. Because quite serious, I think. But like
Yeah.
it's kind of like this one, she's actually all the way together if you really know her.
Hmm. Thank you very much. Honestly, thank you.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like that. Like it's like this week I cannot really take her that seriously sometimes. But yeah, like it's like you're goofy. So I think a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm not. Moving on. That's fine. It's,
Don't count what I said now. Go
it's okay.
ahead.
Don't worry. I'll take it, even though I know I'm not. But what's one legacy you wish people will remember me by when I'm gone?
Your films.
Somebody who gave a voice to, oh, sorry, Ngozi, you said something?
Yeah, I said you have films, and which is you were about to say the exact same thing. Your film giving a voice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Giving a voice to, I guess, people who didn't have a voice. But I don't know. I actually think it also goes beyond. I mean, yeah, a lot of it is in film, but I think that it goes beyond that. Like, I mean, Motura tries to do that in so many other ways. Like, I can remember even the time that she went to Nigeria for like 2 weeks, but she spent a huge part of that going to like all this displacement camps and like
Yeah.
spending time with the children, things like that. Like, I think that a lot of how the things that she does just about giving voice to people. And I just don't know that. I feel like even just saying films alone is very limiting because there is no saying how that will show up in so many ways. So I think that for me would be like, that's how I kind of describe the legacy as a broader thing. It's just about giving voice to the marginalized, the more invisible type of people, situation type things. Yeah. Well, I didn't say that very eloquently at all. But
No,
You did actually.
no, you did.
did it well.
You did, yeah. That's what I want my legacy to be. Actually, giving voice to people who are normally not heard. But yeah, yep. What's one goal you wish for me will come true in 2021?
red carpet, baby! Red carpet, baby!
Speak it into the universe.
Yeah.
Speak it into the universe, cause
Ready?
We've been ready.
I have my heels ready, everything ready.
Yo.
Ready.
I think one goal, which has to do with the red carpet thing, is I remember going to see my auntie's son's film premiere, and it was like a film by this person. And the first thing actually, it was as if I was actually praying, and I said, a film by Muturayo Adeola. I want to be in a cinema watching it. Like with all of her friends and her family, were like, and everybody like this standing ovation is like, oh, she did it finally.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So
Yeah.
I really want that for you, 2021.
Amen.
And a husband if you want. You want, girl?
You know what?
Thank you for saying that because we had our dancing shoe and our hair tap.
I feel like Chama also like she was like, this year is going again, Moturayo. Are you praying? I'm just like, Mommy, I'm praying. Like, but
Funny.
yeah. So if this is our last conversation, what would you want me to know for sure?
Yeah, in Jesus' name, it cannot be
What
all
kind
like
of action?
I said if.
that
if.
kind of
No, with no want.
You don't.
please.
So you will not answer.
No want. No.
But just answer now, just in case. No.
Yeah, I don't have negative thoughts in this.
I don't play
God
that kind
forbid. That's yours.
Okay. Well, since you guys said no now, I guess this concludes the episode.
Let me just say something. I'll just say I love you, Moturayo. I might not tell you enough, but I really love you.
Yimu, get out of here.
That's what you get. You already said no. You said you want to be nice. That's what you get. Good for you. Me, no, I don't have a nice thing to say again before I get that kind of response.
But Choma, we all know that you're not the nice one, so that one said they.
Did I fight you? I did not fight you.
You know what?
Nice.
This is the end of this episode. Now you know me. You know what my friends are like. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, be going to your house. Bye bye. You know.
Corona has already made us stay in our houses.
We're already in our house.
You know what? This episode is over, Sha. That much me, I know. Bye bye.
All right.
But seriously though, thank you for coming. This was nice. I'm a good person, is what I take away from this conversation. So
You said,
I say I'm a good person, is what I'm taking away from this conversation.
I mean, don't give yourself too much credit, but yes, in general, if you were not, we will not be your friend. I mean, I personally will not be your friend. Maybe God will be your friend, sure, but me, I will not.
No, I don't even know her.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many? You know what? You push now. What? You'll be back again next time. Until
Until next time.
until next time. Please subscribe, share, leave a comment below.
We are all meant this thing, so subscribe. Actually,
Yes, we're invested. Help our ministry.
it's true.
Exactly. If you subscribe and I make money, I can carry them to go and do girls trip or something. So
Very true.
yeah, Bali for 30. Yeah,
Me, it's one I'm going to eat from there. That's what I'm
that's what
doing.
Exactly.
Alrighty, ladies. I love you. Thank you.
Y'all.
Bye. Whoever it is you want to become, whatever it is you want to do, all you have to do is start. Remain blessed.